There was something fierce about him. Maybe the twist of his mouth, or the defiant way he kept his chin raised. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said, running a hand through his hair, "boys and girls." "It's the prince," said a child. "Boys and girls, there's been an illness. The play is over. You can get your money at the ticket booth." He turned away, not even waiting to see how this would be taken, and fumbled at the sheet. But then he seemed struck by another thought, and he turned back to the audience. "Excuse me," he said. He ran a hand through his hair again. No wonder it was so mussed and ropey. "Is there a doctor in the house?" he asked. They looked at each other, children mostly, and most of them under 5. Apparently there was no doctor. The boy gave a sudden, sharp sigh and lifted a corner of the sheet. Then someone at the rear of the tent stood up. "I am a doctor," he said. He was a lank, tall, bearded man in a shaggy brown suit that might have been cut from blankets, and on his head he wore a red ski cap, the pointy kind with a pom-pom at the tip. Masses of black curls burst out from under it. His beard was so wild and black and bushy that it was hard to tell how old he was. Maybe 40, 45. At any rate, older than you'd expect to see at a puppet show, and no child sat next to him to explain his being there. But he craned his head forward, smiling kindly, leading with his long, pinched nose and waiting to hear how he could help. The boy looked relieved. His face lost some of its tension. "Come with me," he said. He lifted the sheet higher, stumbling over people's feet, sliding past the children who were already swarming toward the exit. The doctor made his way to the boy. He wiped his palms on his thighs and stooped under the sheet. "What seems to be the trouble here?" he asked. "It's her," said the boy. He meant the blonde girl resting on a heap of muslin bags. She was small-boned and frail, but enormously pregnant, and she sat cradling her stomach, guarding it, looking up at the doctor out of level gray eyes. Her lips were so colorless, they were almost invisible. "I see," said the doctor. He dropped down beside her, hitching up his trousers at the knees, and leaned forward to set a hand on her abdomen. There was a pause. He frowned at the tent wall, weighing something in his mind. "Yes," he said finally. He sat back and studied the girl's face. "How far apart are the pains?" he asked. "All the time," she said in Cinderella's wry voice. "Constantly? When did they begin?" "About an hour ago, Leon, when we were setting up for this performance." The doctor raised his eyebrows, 2 black thickets. "It would be exceedingly strange," he said, "if they were so close together this soon." "Well, they are," the girl said matter-of-factly. The doctor stood up, grunting a little, and dusted off his knees. "Oh, well," he said, "just to be on the safe side. I suppose you ought to check into the hospital. Where's your car parked?" "We don't have one," the boy said. "No car?" The doctor looked around him, as if wondering how all their equipment had arrived. The bulky stage, the heap of little costumes, the liquor carton in the corner with a different puppet's head poking out of each cardboard compartment. "Mr. Kenny brought us," said the boy. "In his panel truck. He's chairman of the fundraising committee." "You'd better come with me then," the doctor said. "I'll drive you over." He seemed fairly cheerful about it. He said, "What about the puppets? Shall we take them along?" "No," said the boy. "What do I care about the puppets? Let's just get her to the hospital." "Suit yourself," the doctor told him. But he cast another glance around, as if regretting a lost opportunity, before he bent to help the boy raise the girl to her feet. "What are they made of?" he asked. "Huh?" said the boy. "Oh, just things." He handed the girl her purse. "Emily makes them," he added. "Emily?" "This is Emily, my wife. I'm Leon Meredith." "How do you do?" the doctor said. "They're made of rubber balls," said Emily. Standing, she turned out to be even slighter than she'd first appeared.